What's goody, y'all? Welcome back to the Winner Circle. Good morning, you guys. It is 9:06 a.m. I just woke up and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm gonna get my day started after this video. But this video was requested from somebody, a wonderful person subscribed to the Winner Circle. I'm gonna be talking about jealousy wars between parents and their adult children. Okay. Um, it appears that this is at an all-time high, you guys. Y'all know I'm a life coach because that's me, but I talk to so many people, and unfortunately, a lot of women experience this, but I'm talking to a lot of you guys who are experiencing jealousy from your parents. And I'm gonna talk about two different parts in this video. Jealousy from parents, but also kids who are not jealous of their parents, but kids who treat their parents disrespectfully. I'm talking about, when I say kids, I'm talking about adult children who treat their parents disrespectfully, to parents who are just trying their best, just doing the best that they can. They, from their standpoint, they're a great parent. You know, they're not perfect, but they're a great parent, and they deal with foul-mouthed adult children who are just disrespectful. Okay, so I'm gonna cover both of those. But before I get into it though, y'all, if this is your first time seeing me, make sure you subscribe to the Winner Circle. Get locked in here. I'll make sure you get your life bossed up. If you my day ones, you already know, man. Come in the comment section, hashtag day ones. I rock with y'all. I love y'all so much. I love the Winner Circle popping because of y'all. But let's talk about this, okay? Let's get to the nitty gritty of this, okay? Jealousy wars between parents and adult children, not kids, adult children, okay? A lot of the times when you are doing something great, when you are stepping out of your family lineage, doing something different than what the norm of your family is doing, you the generational curse breaker. You the one who bringing education to the family. You the one who probably own property. You might be the first person in your family to graduate college or to even go to college. You might be the first person in your family to move to a different state. Anything of that nature. The moment you are doing something different than what all the generations have done, what everybody else has done, it is going to stir up jealousy within the family, unfortunately. And a lot of the times, it's not that our family members, it's not that our parents don't have our best interest. It's not that they don't want to see you win sometimes they don't, okay? But typically, and I find this more common than not, typically, the parents do want to see you doing well. They do want to see you win. It just hurts them that they weren't able to accomplish what you are accomplishing. Your parents, they have the same goals, they have the same dreams, they have the same ideas, they had the same aspirations as you when they were younger, when they were probably graduating high school, going into young adulthood in their 20s, mid-20s, late 20s, getting into their 30s. They had a certain lifestyle that they envisioned for themselves, and they just didn't make it happen. That's because you were the chosen one. You were the one that God chose to say, okay, you're going to be the generational curse breaker. Okay, you're going to be the one to bring generational wealth to your family. You're going to be the one to raise your kids different. You're not going to be yelling at your kids and hitting them and whooping them all the time. You're going to listen to them. You're going to have emotional intelligence, and you're going to teach your kids that you're the one who's set apart. God always selects that one in the family who's going to be the deal breaker in the family. So a lot of the times our parents, it's not the fact that they don't want to see you successful. They don't want to see you win. They want to see you win. They want to see you doing well, but they have a hard time understanding how were you able to accomplish it and they weren't able to. How were you able to reach these things? And for you know what I'm saying? You might be like, man, I struggled. I went through this. I sacrificed this. But on the outside looking in, they looking at you like, how did they do that so easily? That's because you got that favor over you. Your steps were already ordered before you even got here, baby. It was already going to be you. It was already going to be you to change the dynamic in your family lineage. It was always going to be you. Parents tend to get jealous, and jealousy can look like a multitude of things. And it's not always just career. It's not always just, why are they so successful? This is just the most common. There's mothers out there who are jealous of their daughters' bodies. Okay, there's mothers out there who are jealous of the type of men that their daughter attracts, because these kind of mothers maybe were only dating men in prison, or only dating bum dudes who didn't really take. Man, come in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. And this is not a bashing session to bash parents, but awareness is key, okay? And we're gonna keep it real. But just because we keeping it real, we're not spewing hate to these parents, okay? We're just bringing awareness, because this is a safe place, and this is something that we need to talk about. There are more people experiencing this than not. There are so many people experiencing this. There's a lot of women out there, a lot of mothers out there who, you know, were taking care of their men. You know, dating bums who were maybe wearing the pants in the house, calling the shots, you know, being controlling, being manipulative, but they weren't the breadwinners. They weren't leading their family, leading their wives, leading their children to greatness, but more so leading them to stress, poverty, depression, anxiety, leading their families to those type of things. Okay, so when they see you have broken that, and you're part of the winner circle, you're probably the type of woman that's like, listen, I deserve queen treatment, period. You don't tolerate that. You're not a gold digger, but you're not dating no man who is not in his kingdom. You are not dating a man who don't have substance to his life. And that looks totally different from what your mom, your aunties, your grandma, or you know, other women in the family were doing. So it raises jealousy in them, because they realize that, okay, I had this in life, but my daughter is doing this. Or even with men, there's fathers out there. In my experience, you know, being a life coach and talking to you guys, it's less common in men, but it's definitely not exempt. Men are not exempt. There's men out there who are jealous of their sons. They're jealous of the athletic bodies. They're jealous of the scholarships that they're getting. They're jealous of the risks that these men are taking. They're not scared to do anything. They go after they're relentless when it comes to pursuing their goals and their passions. I talk to a lot of men who are just, because y'all part of the winning circle. You guys are just so relentless when it comes to pursuing your goals and your dreams. And the few men that I have talked to about this, their fathers, the men express it different. The fathers express it different than the mothers. The men, it's more so always trying to, it's almost like they try to exert dominance over you. They see you doing well, they see you doing this, and they try to exert dominance over you, like, well, you did this, but I'm still your daddy. You accomplished this, but I'm still your daddy. You got X amount of money in your bank account. You got a degree, but I'm still your daddy. That's what it looks like in the situations that I've experienced. Let me know in the comment section, y'all. Y'all have a conversation in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about, or if you have experiences, or if you see anybody experience this. Maybe you're a spouse to someone who is experiencing this, and you're just trying to be there for them because you don't understand. Maybe you don't come from a dynamic like that. And with the women, a lot of moms, they talk down on their daughters. You know, they might be on the phone like, this girl, telling their friends, their co-workers, or whoever they be on the phone venting to, telling they people, their daughter's business. Trying on purpose to embarrass their daughters, trying on purpose to degrade their children, trying on purpose to make it seem like their kids are not good enough, or you know, you might do 10 great things and nothing gets said about it, but you do one little small thing that's probably unfavorable to your parent, and I mean, they just blow it out of proportion and tell the whole damn world and just announce it on a stage to a whole world. And that's what jealousy looks like. And I want you to know, keep going. Keep going. It is your parents that weren't able to accomplish their goals, and they're mad at you because you have reached your goals and you're going after your goals, and you don't have a fearful bone in your body. That's not your problem. It is your parents' responsibility to heal themselves over what they were not able to do. But what they fail to realize is, you being their child, you being their adult child, you're supposed to be the better version of them. You're not supposed to be living worse than them. They're supposed to raise you, teach you in hopes that you, and give you things that they didn't have. They're supposed to help you and educate you in areas that they weren't educated in. They're supposed to teach you things that they didn't know. They're supposed to make sure that the next generation and so on and so forth is a better version than them. You're supposed to be a better version than your parents, and your children are supposed to be a better version than you. Just like if you get an iPhone, and when they come out with the new make, the new model, the new child, it's a better updated version. It's the same thing. And this is how these parents need to view these things, but they get so caught up into how come it wasn't me? How come some of you guys are literally living out the dreams of your parents? Literally living out the dreams of your parents. And they sit back and wonder, how come I couldn't do it? They didn't have the right determination. They didn't have the right, some parents didn't have the right heart. Some parents didn't have the right goals. Some people didn't have the right resources, and that was out of their control. But it just wasn't meant to be. It was that momentum building up. That momentum building up throughout the lineage, throughout the family dynamic. And when you came, it was enough momentum for it to pop, baby. It was always going to be you. But if you're dealing with jealous ass parents, set boundaries, you guys. There's nothing wrong with setting boundaries. This doesn't mean that you don't love your parents. But unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. Unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance, you guys. It does not mean you have to tolerate certain treatment, certain behavior from nobody. And I mean nobody. And if you feel like your parent is not mature enough to have a conversation, because sometimes I'll be talking to y'all and y'all be telling me like you would try to express your feelings to your parents, and it's always like, well, I'm the adult, so what I say go. Or they just don't want to hear what you have to say. They don't have the patience for it. They don't want to take accountability, because the moment they sit down and hear what you have to say, that means they have to be accountable for their actions. That means they have to be accountable for what you're telling them, how they made you feel. And some of them just don't have the maturity. Some of them are so stuck in their ways, they don't know how to sit down and talk to you guys, and without talking at you, they don't know how to listen to you and understand that your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid. Set boundaries with your parents, you guys. If my parents are irritating me, like, listen, I don't have to talk to you for a week. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never experienced my mom being jealous of me. I'll just keep it real with y'all. Nowadays, I'm starting to experience my father being jealous of me. And this is brand new for me. And it hurts. It really does hurt my feelings, because we've had such a great relationship my entire life. I'm about to get emotional, y'all, because it truly hurts my feelings, because all I want to do is pursue my goals and pursue my dreams. But the jealousy is so big. The jealousy is so real. It overshadows him being able to be there for me, because his jealousy turns into resentment. But what you weren't able to accomplish is not my problem. What you weren't able to accomplish is not my fault. But instead of teaming up with you, asking you how you do it, can we connect together? Can we do this together? Their ego is just so big that it just overshadows that. So if you are experiencing this, I understand how you feel. I know exactly how you feel, okay? Excuse me, y'all. That made me emotional, because it is truly a painful thing. It's such a painful thing, okay? When your own family members, your own parents become jealous of you and you start to see the behavior change. It's a real life thing, and it's emotional and it's hurtful. I'm not trying to cry on this camera, y'all. Get it together. Like, it's getting hot in here, but get it together. But I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, emotions and all. I'm definitely not trying to shed no tears, but I'm getting a little choked up. But it's a real thing, and I'm here for y'all. Like, I understand you are not alone. It's a real thing out here. These parents who, and if you've never experienced that, like, that's such a beautiful blessing. That's such a beautiful blessing. It's weird. It's a beautiful blessing and I pray that there's more people who are watching this video who are not experiencing, okay? Because it's a painful thing. It really is. But set boundaries with your parents. Set boundaries with your parents. There's been times where I just had to block my dad because let me tell you what this man did. He went on my Facebook, on my business page, and was posting nasty, negative comments. And I started getting all these notifications, like people seeing what he's posting. He decided to go on my business page and post negative comments about me because he couldn't demand me to do something. He couldn't command me to do something. And he felt a way about it. So he decided to go on my business page, thousands of comments, and just literally bash me. And I had to block him. I had to block him because the jealousy and the envy, because it was either, it was almost like, if you don't do what I'm telling you to do, you don't do it how I'm telling you to do it, and you don't need me, then I'm mad at you. It was kind of like a thing like that. So weird, okay? So weird, disgusting. And it truly hurt me to my core because this is all new for me. But at the same time, I've never been in this position in my life. A lot of stuff is new for me. You know what I'm saying? My success is new for me. The amount of people that I'm reaching on all of my platforms is new for me. Me being recognized at airports and when I go out to eat, and like all of this is new for me. So everything is just changing. But no matter how big or how small your success is, when your parent starts to show envy, start to show jealousy towards you, it is hurtful. It is hurtful. But you got this. Don't ever stop doing what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, nobody is exempt from jealousy. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your sisters, not your cousins, not your neighbors, and not your best friend. Nobody's exempt. When you start to reach new heights, jealousy just comes with the territory, y'all. It just comes with the territory. So keep doing what you're doing. Set boundaries. Do whatever boundaries you have to set to protect your mental health. Do it. You could love people from the balcony. You can only talk to them once a week if that's what makes you feel better. And you don't have to feel guilty. This is your confirmation. I'm giving you permission to set boundaries. Give yourself permission to set boundaries, because a lot of people feel guilty. Well, that's my mom. Well, that's my dad. Well, that's my sister. It does not matter. Your mental health comes first. You have to be healthy, whole, and sane in order to take care of you and your kids, you and your family, you and your business, you and your partner, you and your husband, you and your wife, whatever. You got to take care of you, and it starts with your mental health. If there's a relationship that is being obscured by jealousy and it's affecting your mental health, you've got to separate yourself. You've got to set some boundaries. You've got to create some distance. And if they're open to having a conversation to understand how you feel, that's wonderful. I strongly encourage that you have those conversations. But if you know that every time you sit down with so-and-so and try to have a talk with them, and it's just, then don't. If it's gonna drain you more than it's gonna have a solution, then don't. You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is be loyal to yourself, loyal to your hustle, loyal to your calling, loyal to your game. That's it. That's it. But let's talk about, on the flip side of the coin, this part was requested, parents who are doing their best and they have foul-mouthed kids. Listen, same goes for you. When I say kids, I'm talking about adult children. Parents who deal with disrespectful adult children, not childs, not underage, not minor children, adult children, okay? This is all about the relationships between parents and adult children. Same goes for you. It is okay to set boundaries with your adult ass kids. Because as a parent, and I'm talking about good parents, I ain't talking about parents that, not perfect parents, but parents that genuinely did their best and have their kids' best interests. You genuinely have your kids' best interests. As a parent, you sacrifice so much. Parents sacrifice their dreams. They sacrifice going out. They sacrifice, they tend to put their life on the back burner. They sacrifice their hobbies and having a social circle. And, as a parent, you're allowed to have balance, but some of these parents, they don't know how to have that balance. Book a session with me if you need that balance. But because they don't know how to have that balance, they're sacrificing so much, working 2-3 jobs to make ends meet, working 2-3 jobs to put their kids through college, working 2-3 jobs to make sure their kids got the best shoes and the best clothes, because kids in high school are cruel and they don't want to get made fun of. You're putting all of your life on the line. You're putting everything that you have into raising your children. So for them to grow up and be disrespectful, not considerate of you, not respect you, I am a huge advocate of being respectful to your parents. Even though my dad has disrespected me, even though my dad has done things to me that's unfavorable, that just hurt me to my core, I'm not disrespectful to him. I don't ever disrespect my dad. If I feel like I have to, like I'm getting on the verge of cussing that nigga the fuck out, then I just block him. Because I don't find that it's suitable for me as the woman that I am, as the daughter that I am, as the mother that I am, for me to get disrespectful to my dad. I'm a huge advocate for children respecting their parents across the board. Now, I'm not saying if you're dealing with a parent that's not a good parent, but don't get into these wars with them. If you know that they're a nasty parent, don't get into these wars with them. Create distance. Because you getting into these wars with them is only gonna multiply. Sorry, that's from those emotions kicking in. It's only gonna multiply if you get into these wars with them. Create distance. I'm a huge advocate for respecting your parents. But unconditional love and respect is not unconditional tolerance, okay? And for you parents who are dealing with these disrespectful adult children, love them from the balcony. Set boundaries. Your children should not be disrespecting you. Put them in their place. Let them know that this is not okay, that their behavior is not okay. And if you're the type of parent, you've been telling your child like, well, you're out of control, you tripping, why are you acting like this? And they just blow up constantly, create that distance, I'm telling you. And it's okay to let them know, hey, when you could talk to me in a respectful tone, that's when I'll answer the phone call. And then just don't answer the phone. Don't have them over. Don't do you do not have to subject yourself, and this goes for anybody. You do not have to subject yourself to verbal abuse, physical abuse, being talked down on, being yelled at, being scolded. Nobody should be subjecting themselves to that. It's a choice. Set some boundaries. Love your kids from the balcony if they are disrespecting you. Respect is a two-way street. Just because you somebody mama don't mean that you need to be disrespecting them or tolerating disrespect from them. Just because you somebody child don't mean you need to tolerate disrespect from your parents, or should you be disrespecting them. If everybody could be on one accord and learn that respect should be a foundation, then we wouldn't have these jealous wars between parents and adult children. If everybody can be respectful to each other and take accountability for their actions, but we dealing with a lot of jealousy here. A lot of jealousy. And going back to parents being jealous of their children, there's a lot of parents set in their ways, and they come from a generation of, I'm the adult, I'm the mama, I'm the daddy, what I say go. And they don't know how to bend, they don't know how to flex. And it's like, yeah, you the mama, but I'm a grown ass adult. I am your adult child. I'm not your 5-year-old child. Nobody should be disrespecting anybody, okay, you guys? Set boundaries with your family. Set boundaries with your children, your adult children. Set boundaries with your parents. And if you're dealing with that jealousy, just know that you're doing great. If you are an adult child dealing with jealousy from your parents, you're doing wonderful things. And they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to see you. They just know how to see you as, little Kiki, little Boo Boo, little Ray Ray. They just see you as that. They don't know how to see you in this wonderful light that you have, and this wonderful life that you've created for yourself. And again, your life might not even be perfect, but they see that you just have this drive, this hustle, this determination, this fearlessness about you, and you are accomplishing so many things that they weren't able to accomplish. So it stirs up jealousy, but again, it's not your problem, it's their problem. Leave me a comment in the comment section, you guys. Let us know if you are experiencing this, because people want to know. And I want you guys to know I appreciate your love, your support, your comments, the compliments, the positive energy that you are giving back to me. It's just so many people. I can't comment to everybody, respond to everybody, but I want you to know I see your comments. I love you. I support you, and I'm here for you. I'll talk to you guys soon.